Today, the ever quick card is going to appear, she hopes, as today is the day for my monthly Art Society lecture. So I'll be popping around with my friend and off to enjoy a morning of culture. Wonderful, wonderful speakers we get at this society, and it's a real highlight of the month. So I saw a card on the internet, which was just a simple, this is like a postage stamp. This is from CRAFTADDICTIONUK. And it was just, you know, a bit of stamping, I think, and a bit of what. So it's in the back of my mind. So I'm going to do a version. This I got on eBay, I believe. This one I think I got on Amazon. This is just a general journaling type stamp set. And I find particularly useful the script and the spots. That one, it appears to be conspicuous by its absence, so I must have a look in the bag. I keep these in bags, plastic bags with a seal top, of similar, both size and subject matter of journaling stamps. So I also want to try a colour that I don't think I've ever used. Villainous Pulchen. I don't know how this is going to come out. I've just got this vision in my mind of what I want to do, and so we'll just kind of go with it, really. I had a wonderful, wonderful package arrived yesterday. People are so kind, you know. I said to you yesterday about people who like to send me things, and there's a friend of mine in California, and she's noted that I had said I love using, you know, pigment powders, but I'd never used magicals. And she had a double set and she wanted to send me some, and she sent me other things as well. So I'm going to be experimenting soon with magicals. Oh, I'm so excited about it, can't tell you. And on my mantelpiece downstairs, behind a candlestick, there's a little growing stack of birthday cards from all around the world. So I know there's one from Washington State, there's one from California, there's one from France, there's one from Australia. Trying to think. I'll go back and look later on, but thank you, those people. I'm saving them for my birthday. I'm going to be down in Devon for my birthday this year with my daughter and my her two children. She bought an apartment in a little village on the edge of the moor. Wonderful for walking, for those who like walking, but I'm afraid my walking days are over. And we're going to spend my birthday down there. So I'll take them with me and I will open them on my actual birthday. So what I have a fancy for here is a bit of these flowers kind of, you know, part way over. That would be quite nice, like that, wouldn't it, really? Or that on this little stampy thing. And I have a fancy for doing this in two colours. So I tell you what, let me just put this. I don't think it's ever been off the carrier sheet. I'm going to put this into my stamping platform because I think I'll try and stamp it a couple of times with two different colours. So let's just see how we go on. Now then, this might be an idea. If I put that on there like that, put this in. Why I'm doing this is to protect a little bit my sticky mat. This is the piece of cellophane I put over to, you know, to stop this from sticking to it. But if I put, perhaps I'll put that up a little bit, right to the top. Let's just see. And this up to there. Okay. Now, what did I fancy? There was that one, wasn't there, like that? Or that bit just try that bit there. Okay. Now, yes, I don't mind that being in as well. Okay. Now I'm going to do it. The two colours I've got are Villainous Potion and Ice Spruce. I didn't know what to put with this. And I know purple and green go together very often. So we're just going to try and see. So let's just stamp this first of all with the iced spruce. Oh, isn't that lovely? Is that a bit missing, or is it just not stamped? Oh, it's part of the stamp. Okay, that's great. Now, what I wondered was if I could get just a little bit of the Villainous Potion into it. If I get a brush, I actually couldn't find a brush that's got Villainous Potion on it, so I don't know if I've ever used it. This one has been used for something purple. I've just given it a wipe. We'll just try it. What I fancy doing, because I want this to be kind of subtle on there, I want to add some colour to the stamp, just putting it on with a brush. So I fancy the middle of this bit here. Just try that to start with. Subtle, isn't it? That's good. I like that. And what else? A bit of this one in the centre. Where is it? Just here. That's good, isn't it? Bit on this one too. Just a bit. Wow. Do you know, I like that. Wow. That's kind of more than I hoped, really. That's really good. Now, this one, I'm going to use the dots again, but just with the iced spruce. Pop it onto a block. Okay, and some of this writing. I would like to try this with ice spruce. What I'm debating now is whether to put it onto a block, whether to just do it in my finger. I think I'll do it in my finger so I can just lift a corner and just get a sort of a subtle edge rather than the edge of a stamp. Let me see. That's nice. Not absolutely straight, but not too bad. That's nice, isn't it? Don't you think? Look at that. I think that's lovely. Surprised myself. Making a mask for something that you're using on to stick him out is quite a good idea, I think, anyway. So let's have a look at this. Oh, look. Isn't that lovely? What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to emboss a band across there with a skinny embossing, border embossing folders. And this is the chap I was after. It's just a bit of script which I thought was in keeping with that script. And this, I think, can go across the back of where the stamp, the little panel, is going to go. So that's going to go... How did I have it? Like that. Okay, like that. That bit extra I did was off the page, wasn't it? Never mind, never mind. Now this go across there. So there'll be a little bit showing there and a little bit showing there. So let me do that. Now, so there's our embossing. Looks to me like it's pushed the side of the card out slightly. Never mind. I might be able to alter that slightly with some tape, some foam tape. So this is going to go on my card like this. I'd like to put something else onto here, actually. What could I put else put onto there? Could use one of my sentiments. I do love these, I have to say. I just love them. I think this one, you know, I'm going to do a sympathy card with this one. I'm going to do it with sympathy, if I can get it off the carrier sheet. I haven't used this before. When they're on so hard that they sometimes curl up. Can you see like this? And if you find that you're having difficulty keeping them flat on either in your stamping platform or on your acrylic block, I just put a little smear of glue stick. A little bit of this just on the back. But hopefully we'll be fine. I think I'm going to do this to go underneath like that. And I think I will have a little white die cut of some description there. So let me just put this into my stamping platform. Right, I just want to do the sentiment, and I'm going to do it with sympathy this time. Sometimes when you get them off the carrier sheet, you know, you have to tug quite hard to get them off, and they might be a little bowed, or, you know, you might have stretched them trying to get them out. So as you put them onto your project, onto your card for stamping it, you just need to make sure that it is absolutely level and straight, because I say the tugging of trying to get them off the carrier sheet, sometimes that looks a bit bent to me. So while it's on this side, just try and level it up. If you've got a grid, which most stamping platforms have, just check with that grid to make sure that the stamp is absolutely straight, because the joy of these stamps is you can make them bendy if you want to. The problem is sometimes they become bendy when you don't want them to. Now that's curling up just a little bit, that end, so I'm just going to put a tiny touch of glue stick on the end just to make sure it stays down and doesn't move as I'm doing the actual stamping. That looks pretty straight to me. So I'm going to use this Stampin' Up! Concord Crush, which is kind of quite a nice colour to go with that, actually. And I do like to use proper inks, you know, stamping inks for images rather than inks for effects, textures, techniques. So let's just see. With sympathy. That's lovely. Give it another one. This is really old, this ink. You can see it doesn't look purple at all. It looks a dreadful colour. Bit of oxidisation, I think, really. Lovely. Right, I'll cut that one out. But just a tip about stamps, particularly, you know, lots of them that are on carrier sheets like this are really hard to get off. If you're having a real tug, you can use a heat tool very gently just to soften the polymer, and then you can get it off. But if you do have to pull, sometimes they do bend a little bit, so just check it before stamping to make sure that you're actually going to get what you want. I'll just give this a quick wipe off. There we go. Now cut that one out. Do I want that there, or do I want it I might do that. Although it's a pity not to see this stamping, isn't it, really? Perhaps I'll put it underneath. But I do fancy something on here. I don't know about pearls or little die cuts, or I'll have a look and see what I've got. I'll be back. To my back panel with some foam tape. And this one I'm going to put on with this really, really shallow foam tape. Where's the end? Here it is. This one it's terribly, terribly thin, but it will still give that shadow around whatever you're putting it on to give the added dimension. I think it's, you know, a brilliant idea. I have got quite a lot of fairly thick foam tape, and I don't like to use it too much because it makes the card too thick for mailing. However, it is brilliant for making the wells for shaker cards. So, you know, can't have it all ways, I guess, really. So we'll just pop this one on, and I've got out some tiny pearls. Again, people send me things. This was Janine sent me all these tiny little pearls. People are so kind. However, there's not much room for me in this room anymore. I've got nowhere to put things. And this morning I was searching everywhere for postage stamp type dies. I may have given some to the charity shop, but this one is lovely. It's just what I wanted. It's from, say, CRAFTADDICTIONUK. That can go on there. That's about right. Can you see? There's just a shadow, and that's a subliminal frame. And I'll put this one on the same depth of foam tape. The chap came back to have another look at our front wall this morning. He said, "Oh, I've got to get to the end of that wall. I'm going to have to make a hole in your hedge." I'm sure they'll sort it eventually. 2 other people came round, so we're waiting for quotes with sympathy. Let's put that level with the end of this. And parallel. Right, let's pop some of these on. These are so delicate. They're just so tiny. Love them. There we go. I think that's going to be that. So here's our finished card, and I am absolutely delighted with this double colour stamping. I think that has worked really well. It's worked far better than I anticipated. I had a fancy for doing it, and you know, I didn't quite know how I would achieve it, but I'm absolutely thrilled with that. So I'm going to be doing that more. So thanks for joining me. I hope you'll give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love it if you could subscribe as well. And do come back and see me very soon.